welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a little bit of a get ready with me, but with all new products. I have bought a good amount of new makeup products recently, and I just thought we could try them out together and see how they work. My plan is for this to be my new everyday makeup routine. So since I work in an office, I like to have a makeup routine that I know is going to look good. So I can just get up, do my makeup, and know that it's gonna look great and I don't have to think about it. I'm kind of coming to the end of a bunch of my everyday products, so I thought we could try out some new ones together. I have already done my skincare and I thought I could show you a couple of new products that I tried out today. So for my toner, I tried out this Queen of Hungry Mist. I was gifted this by a new wellness club in Fort Worth, and so far so good. I've only used it twice, but I like it so far. The next thing that I tried out is the Flannery Lily Bloom Hyaluronic Vivifying Serum. This is just a hyaluronic serum. So far so good. Since I just tested them out this morning, I can't tell you what they're going to do for me in the long term, but just how they felt on my skin. It hasn't pilled or anything. And then I went with a Caudalie eye cream. Caudalie is one of my favorite skincare brands. I love their Perfect Serum. I love their Beauty Elixir. So I have pretty high hopes for this. And let's start with the makeup. I'm going to clip my hair back. Does it bother anyone else when the people on the Vogue beauty videos, when they don't clip back their hair while they're doing their skincare or their makeup? I feel like they're putting serum on and they're holding their hair back, and like it has to be going all in their hair. I don't understand why they do that. The first two products that we have, Stay Slip Tint. This is their tinted moisturizer with a SPF of 35, and then their Hydra Beam Brightening and Hydrating Under Eye Concealer. We're going to try those out for our face product. I normally use the Ilia Skin Tint foundation for my everyday foundation, but I had heard good things about this brand, so I wanted to try it. This is what it looks like out of the box. I got the shade 3. This might end up being a little too dark for me, but I do feel like it will match my body okay. I have a pretty big discrepancy between my face color and my body color. Not as much as I normally do, actually, because I didn't tan a ton this year, but I definitely try to keep my face out of the sun, so it always ends up paler than my body. I'm just gonna dot that on. I am gonna use a beauty blender for this because that's what I normally use. If I end up not liking it, I'll try it with like my fingers or a brush or whatever. Okay, so I put 2 pumps in my hand, and I think I've only used one. And I still have a good amount left on my hand, so we're going to blend that out and see what the coverage looks like. I actually don't feel like this shade is too bad. I feel like it looks pretty good. I feel like I said this in my last getting ready video, but I feel like I'm rethinking what my skin tone undertones are. I don't know where you would go to do that. I guess, does Sephora do that? I don't know. I just need someone to help me figure out what my undertones are, because I feel like if you know that, it's so much easier to pick out foundation colors, because you can just be like, oh, you know, it's winter, so I'm gonna be either light or fair, and then I can find my undertones. And I don't know how you find that out. I've seen all those Pinterest things about checking your veins and whatever, but I feel like I've always used those little tests and it's been yellow undertones, but then I buy a yellow undertone product and it just looks too yellow. So I don't know, maybe I'm neutral. Okay, that is our first layer all blended. So far I like it. It has a very thick consistency. It kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. In terms of coverage, I would definitely say it's light coverage, but that is what I want on an everyday basis. I don't want a full coverage foundation just to go into the office. So I feel like so far so good. I don't know if you can tell if it's going to show up, but I do have a couple of spots on this cheek. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more and see if we can build it up. Okay, I just did a second layer on my 2 little spots right here, and I don't think that it built up very well. I don't think you could categorize this as a light to medium buildable foundation. I think this is pretty true light. I feel like it's giving my skin a really nice glow though. So if my skin is doing well and I don't have a ton of breakouts, I think this is going to be perfect. However, if I do, I feel like I'm going to need a pretty high coverage concealer. But on the rest of my skin, I actually really like how it's looking. I do think you only need 1 pump though, because I did 2 pumps and I did a second coverage and I still have a good amount on my hand. So it definitely goes a long way, which is nice. you won't use it up as quickly. Next, we're going to go in with the Hydro Beam Concealer. This is called an under eye concealer, so I'm assuming it won't give you a ton of coverage if you have a spot. Let's just try it out. I got this in the shade 1.5. I always like to go a little lighter, as most people do, for their under eyes, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so it has a very large doe foot applicator, which I like. Let's see how it feels on. Okay, this is very interesting. First impression is that the doe foot applicator is very dry. I don't feel like it picks up a ton of product. I can almost feel, you know when you put concealer on with the doe foot, it kind of glides onto your skin. This, I feel like I'm scraping it against my skin. I'm having to go in multiple times to get the amount of product that I want. Maybe if you're someone who doesn't need a ton of under eye concealer, this would be okay. But just in terms of the applicator, I'm not loving it. I just wish it was softer. I wish it picked up more product. Okay, that is all blended in. I don't know if you can tell that I did anything to my under eyes. I think it definitely brightened them, and maybe it does feel hydrating, but in terms of coverage, I wouldn't say it's as much as I need. So again, if you're someone who has naturally light under eyes, I'm first of all jealous, but I think that you could try this and you might like it. I just need a little more coverage underneath my under eyes because I just have very, very dark under eyes. I love this way my skin looks. Not talking about coverage, but just talking about like dewiness and glowiness. It's the perfect amount of hydration without being overly shiny. I just feel like my skin looks dewy and nice. I don't know, I really like how it looks. I just wish it had maybe a tiny bit more coverage. Okay, for eyes, I have this Mally Beauty Evercolor Shadow Stick in the color Golden Hour. This is an eyeshadow stick that I had seen a couple people talk about, so I wanted to try it out. When you open it up, it looks like this. And the color is just a champagne color. I'm just gonna go directly on my eyelid. I did blend my concealer on my eyelid a little bit. Okay, I actually love that. That looks so pretty. That took me like 2 seconds to swipe on my eyelids, and it's just the prettiest champagne gold color. It's not too sparkly, it's not too bright. I'm gonna blend it out with my fingers just a little bit and see how that works. I love that. I think that is so pretty. I feel like it just gives my eyes a little bit of a pop without being too over the top. And I kid you not, I went like 3 swipes on each eye and I was done. You wouldn't even have to blend it in if you didn't want it to. I felt like I needed a little bit around my crease just to make sure there wasn't a harsh line, but okay. I actually didn't have high expectations for this because I've used a couple of shadow sticks in the past and just have not been impressed with them, but I love that, yay! So the next thing that I have for us to try is a new mascara. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Clean Mascara. So if you saw my Get Ready With Me for the ballet, I was trying a new mascara then, and that was the Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara. And I had said in that video that I'm really trying to use clean mascaras because my eyelashes are falling out like crazy. And I can say that using that clean mascara has definitely helped fallout because it's so easy to take off that I feel like I'm not tugging at my eyelashes. But I just didn't love the way that it was making my eyelashes look. And I wasn't sure if that was the formula or the brush. So I believe this is a similar formula, but this has a plastic wand instead of the bristled wand. So I wanted to try this and see if I liked the way my eyelashes looked any better. Okay, the second coat maybe did a little something for me. I feel like they were kind of clumping together and that second coat maybe separated them a little bit more. But again, we'll see. The other problem is that the Cleantopia mascara smudges like crazy. Every time I look in the mirror after a couple hours of wearing that mascara, I have black mascara smudges all over my eyes. Maybe if this one doesn't wear as smudgy as the other one, I could say I like this one better because I feel like the look is pretty similar and they both have that clean formula. So again, I'm used to very non-clean mascara formulas, so I think it might just take me a while to get used to a clean formula. So this next product, or a couple of products, I am so excited to try. This is the Jouer Bare Rose collection. I have seen this all over my Instagram, all over my Pinterest, and everyone who uses it just looks so pretty. Kind of deeper rose color would be really pretty for fall and winter. So this comes with a blush, a lip liner, and a lipstick. I think it's actually a tinted lip balm. I used to love Jouer. They used to have the best like tinted moisturizer foundation. I can't remember what it was called, but I used to use UA in high school, and I didn't know they even still made products, but when I saw this, I was like, I have to try it. This is what the blush looks like. It's pretty tiny, and then you just twist it up, and let's try this on. Okay, I did 2 little dots on each cheek, and I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. Okay, I think that worked. That actually looks really nice. Color is very subtle, so if you're looking for a huge pop of color, this is probably not for you, but if you're just looking for something simple and easy for an everyday makeup product, I actually really like it. So I'm going to go in with the Longwear Cream Lip Liner. Oh, this is very pointy. It has a twist up, so you don't have to use a sharpener. And then I'm going to go in with the Shine Balm. This packaging is beautiful. And that is it for a little beauty product try on. I actually really like this look. I think it could be a really great everyday makeup look, especially if you go to work or go to school. So that is our little try on. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you like this kind of video and you'd like to see me do more. And I'll see you soon.
I'm looking for that